在说可能会有人用英文提问哎，那我们能听到吗？
没事，反正听人提问我们就切过去。
不是，如果听不到他们提问怎么办？
听不到。
他说那个是打过来，这外面是放不到声音的，那我们听不到。他说用英文提问，
可能这边可以听到。
等会儿过来问他一下。
等会再问他。
过来问他一下。这个门关上吗？
Ladies and gentlemen, dear investors and analysts, good morning. Welcome you to join us the 2018 annual result announcement. On the side, we have the board director, Dr. Zhang Liang, and Vice President of Finance, Mr. Chen Jingwei, and Investment Relationship Management, Meng Jiange. Online, we have American President Ms. Wang Yan, and also Legend Senior Dr. Xu Yuan. Now, we'd like to invite Dr. Zhang Liang to extend our welcome for your participation. Good morning. Welcome you to join us in 2018 annual results announcement. Thank you. And also, please, Mr. Chen, say hello to everybody. Good morning. My good pleasure to have you join us in the 2018 annual result announcement. Thank you. So we start officially. And Sally in America and Dr. Xu Yuan. And also say hello to our investors and our stakeholders. Thank you. Sally and Dr. Xu is on the north side of the earth in America. Thanks very much for your hard work and to participate in today's announcement. Next, please allow me to give you a brief announcement for our results. For about 30 minutes after the announcement, we'll be entering into the Q&A part to answer investors and friends' concerns or questions. Thanks, Ron. First of all, to extend a quick review about the 2018 annual results. Thank you. As you can see, GenScript since established have taken a good ambition that is to contribute to the nature and the humankind health through our technology, biotechnology, and our company established in New Jersey, USA in 2002, it initialized as an gene synthesis service provider. And then, with long years' efforts, we take a good use of our gene synthesis capacity, which lead us to be one of the leading forces in the world. And on the basis of our gene technology, we have cultivated our new business model and platform, as you can see here in 2013 and 2013, we incubated a Bezyme, which is an industrial enzyme business, to come up with the high-end and quality industrial enzyme to serve our customers. In 2014, we come with the Legend business unit coming into the quality therapy field with long years dedication and efforts. In 2017 and 2018, we come up with the biomedicine service business unit. These are all the good demonstration that we have a one standard service capacity and a transformation capacity because of the strong R&D capacity, which laid a solid foundation for our long-term sustainable development. As you can see here, gene synthesis is one of our key technologies and capacity. And on the basis of that, we have come up with what we have mentioned, the 3 new business units could lead us to a wider range of the bioservices. And in terms of strategic positioning of a company, we we dedicated ourselves to be one of the biggest gene synthesis leading force and company in the world, and also to build us our global level gene therapy leader, one of the leading forces. So that is why in 2018 we attained solid progress. We'd like to report to you. As you can see here from the financial report, our sales volume revenue increased over 50%, and we kept our gene synthesis leading position in the world. And we successfully launched our antibody purification device and the protein purification devices, giving support to the R&D process. And in terms of the CAR-T therapy, China, we have attained the FDA and China FDA clearance, and EB clinical trial has been carried out in a smooth way, and also we received 25 million milestone payment, 25 million US dollars milestone payment, and we prepare to finish the first China clinical trials, and US and China GMP facilities are moving forward steadily as planned. In terms of CDMO services, we have worked together with the customer and come up with several strategic agreements. The industrial enzyme has reached to the manufacturing capacity, building up with 16 years continuous hard work. We have established our global business unit and location. We have worked with more than 5,000 customers with good relationship, and at the same time, we have hired and cultivated a large number of professionals. On the basis of the talent pool, we have come up with more new technologies and products, maintaining us at a leading position in terms of IP, and also in terms of different business units. We'd like to give you a brief introduction first. In terms of the gene synthesis is one of the core business and the basis of our business. On the basis of gene synthesis, we have come up with CRO business unit and also biomedicine manufacturing and service business, and also the cell therapy business unit, and our industrial enzyme business unit. In terms of bioscience, that is the CRO, that we come up with one standard service to our customers, including the gene synthesis and the peptide synthesis and the protein production, antibody development, and the catalog product. We could say that we are so proud we have a newly purification MAG device, which aiming at, as you can see here, the biomedicine market faster growth. This protein purification solution could simultaneously to deal with the multiple purification samples, which simplifies the whole process of the R&D. And we have come up with the agreement with Amgen. During the process of the R&D and the cooperation, we are getting to dedicate more our efforts in this term. And also, what we come up with is a good solution. And this device unit price could reach to 700,000 US dollars. This is based on our solid biomolecule knowledge and also the biomedicine pinpoint understanding. And then we make good use of our capacity, which laid a solid foundation for our long-term new development in the future. Into biologic CDM business, we have a very strong and robust development platform, and the customers, when giving us an idea and a proposal or direction for the product they want to develop, we could provide one standard solution for them in terms of development to realize the requirements of the customer in terms of the antibody modification and the delivery and the clinical trial, pre-clinical trial and post-clinical trial GMP manufacturing. All these parts are included in the one-step service we provide to the customers. And our R&D capacity represents we have a very strong SMAP bi-specific single-domain antibody, which could represent a very good developed capacity and simplified whole process of manufacturing, which could further help us to present our capacity of R&D and technology to accelerate the process for the customers into new medicine development. And we have two SMAP platform cooperation, which has been signed in the contract and also has been put into the progress. And on the basis of this platform, we are going to provide better services for the customers. As you can see here, the biomedicine market in terms of treatment is playing bigger and a more important role. And also it marks the future development, as you can see here. Our technology platform in terms of the CMO or CDMO market before the clinical trial, we have up to $1.7 billion US market, but with the further development and further put into the clinical trial and commercialization, this market will be expanded to $22 billion US, which marks the GenScript CDMO business further a bigger and a stronger platform for the future development.
We'll still continue to work in this area to build this core capacity and to fulfill the need in the clinic trials and business production. We use 3 steps. First, we build our facility test library to provide our customers with our product in our platform. Secondly, we will start clinic trial productions, and our capacity will follow our customers' need. And we established in Zhenjiang a biotechnology zone, so we can go to the business productions for our customers. For industrial enzymes, we also get great achievement. Our enzyme industry has great capacity in the past, and in 2018, we built a production line and fulfill our capacities. We also include advanced business team for this segment, so we can break through to R&D to production mode and promote our business segment so it can help our growth. Now we'll introduce our CAR-T segment. Currently, CAR-T is used the cells in the patients and use their immune system to use the bispecific antibody technology to use the patient's T cell and promote it, then transfer it back to the patients and use the patient's self-immune system to conquer cancer. In the cell therapy segment, just as I mentioned, we have long-term successful. In FDA, we also got a certification. It is good for the clinical trial therapies. And in phase 1B clinical trial, it's successfully expanded. We also got $205 million. In China, the clinical trials also go successfully as planned. Come to our capacity. In USA and in China, they advanced at the same time. In China, the capacity, the GMP facility goes to work, and for America, the facility will go to work in the early this year. It can take our 1B clinic trial and have great efforts in it. In Legend, we also built up a world level management team. From IMB to clinic, to business segments, and to GMP production, to QA and QC, and compliance. All the teams are successfully built. For BD promotions, we also built a great team. So for Legend 2018, we built a great team and have included a lot of talents. In the future, this great management team will have great impact on our growth. For the globally clinical trial development, in USA is 1B/2. There are 84 patients in this trial and 4 hospitals into the include phase. Also in USA, there are 5 hospitals prepared to include patients. In Europe, in France, and Holland, there are 3 hospitals work with us. Also in Israel, there are 2 hospitals. Clinical trial in USA goes very well. In China, we used to have great data in terms of safety and efficiency. We have successful results. So we don't need to go phase 2 clinical trials in China. In total, we have to include 60 patients. Also, 8 well-known hospitals in tumor area work with us, and in Shanghai Hospital and Zhejiang Hospital, they start to include patients. Now, all we do, the BCMA project, is targeted to the multiple myeloma. You can see in the 5 years, there are 206,000 in 5-year worldwide prevalence, and 1% of worldwide new cancer cases. So in total, the total survival of the 5 years is 50%. So for the treatment of this disease, the market is very large. By 2020, there are 29 billion US dollars in the world market. Facing the unsuccessful treatment cancer market, Legend will build a great company covering R&D, clinic, and business. So our company can start from a biotechnology company into a biopharmaceutical company. And we have big ambitions. We want to be a world-class pharmaceutical company. CAR-T technology is our advance, and we will promote it to many platforms. Currently, we are in research for the self-RT platform. We also have other body CAR-T solutions. For the diseases, we can treat blood and bone and high contagious diseases, also other immuno diseases. We can build a whole platforms to satisfy a large range in curing cancer area. From 2019 to 2020, our pipeline BCMA project will advance to more advanced therapies. For that other pipelines, IMI, T-cell and lymphoma, and stomach cancer and other high contagious disease, we can look forward in the next 2 years. We will start many projects in research-based clinical trials in China, and in USA, we'll apply for the IND clinical trial. After the conclusion of the business, I will introduce our financial highlights. Compare the 2018 to 2017, we increased 56%. And our Legend, the collaboration revenue, if we take our revenue from the whole group, the CRO and the CDO and also industry enzymes, we also get recorded 30% growth in 2018 is a very highlight for us. We invest more in R&D area and in the capitals because we want to promote our competitive advance. In the end of the 2018, we get 0.6 billions and see growth in every segments. For CRO, we have more than 29% growth, and for industrial MS is over 50%. Of course, for Legend, our collaborative business is also growing. It proves that R&D and clinical trials are worked out as planned. For R&D investment, I think is for our future and for that foundation. Legend segment in 2018, our investment grew very quickly. And for other pipeline R&Ds, they followed our 8% to 10% sales growth for the investment. And from the capital spending, the facilities growth more than 120% compared to other years. We think this kind of investment is the big foundation for the market and our future growth. For CRO and CDMO pipelines, also as well as cell therapy, we balanced our investment to secure our advance and to promote our technology.
In 2018, we have give you a brief review about what we have attained in 2018 and also the business allocation. In terms of the future development, we have established our future strategy for development. In this term, we'd like to continuously to invest in R&D and also in terms of their therapy business unit and our other technology platform with solid foundation. We are going to continuously increase our R&D investment to lay the solid foundation for the future development. And in terms of the capital investment, we are going to build up a good and sound capacity for us to capture the opportunities in the market. And in terms of commercialization and business opportunity expansion, we are going to extend our penetration in the market, and our business development team is also strengthening with the capacity and ability comprehensively. The life science research and development combined together is helping us to come up with a comprehensive business layout and also the business circle, which takes us on the parallel with the R&D circle and R&D staff and R&D peers. At last, on the basis of our R&D capacity, we look forward for the strategic and merger and acquisition opportunity for further extend our business allocation and platform. Basically, this is all I would like to give you a brief review about the 2018 results. So we would like to listen to if any questions or issues you would like to answer. And you could through the net or the hand raising to start the Q&A communication, and our RT technician, Ms. Deng Ying, will access you to our online meeting for the Q&A communication. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. From the webinar night access, you could see on the surface to click the raise hand, which is following your name. So with Mr. Chu Junjin, the investor, have several questions to our managers. The first in terms of MG, the bids purification machine is unit price is 70,000 US dollars. So do we enjoy the sole or the full IP? So thanks very much. We'd like to invite Mr. Dr. Zhang to give the answer in this term. Thanks very much for Mr. Chu's problem. And this bees purification machine is a very important product for our community. At the same time, we see very rarely we see in China have good development of the machine development, equipment development, not to mention about the global market expansion. Now we have been one of the rare ones in China, and also this unit price is 70,000 US dollars. It is in terms of the antibody because during the process there are a lot of antibiotics for purification. Previously, for each antibiotic that it need to be put into the purification, but we could put about 40 samples into the purification, could largely solve the cost in terms of labor force. So that is why, and we are very capable of this product, and also the IP is enjoyed by ourselves. Part of the IP have been cooperated with the Amgen, and Amgen licenses part of the IP to us. So part of the IP enjoyed by us, part are licensed by Amgen. Thank you. Thanks very much for the answer from our customer and investor Chai Yingshen, please. Now you could start to come up with your question. Thank you. And Haitong Securities Wharton would like us to talk about the R&D investment in 2019. Thank you. In this question, we would like the VP from the Finance Department, Mr. Chen, to give the answer. The VP of Jinx Group, Chen Jingrui, in 2018, as you can see here, our R&D investment reached to 75 million US dollars in 2019. We are going to continue the investment in the R&D, but the exact number need to be defined by our legend clinical trials process. That could be some change in the exact number, but we will continue the momentum of the investment in terms of R&D. Thanks very much for your question. Thank you. Mr. Zhang Zhuyuan, the investor, has question to our top-level leaders. Hello. I'm Zhang Chunying from our main business starts from the synthesis, and we see the new business expand also quite well.